Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. So today I decided to make a video on why I believe in the one. So yeah, I hope you enjoy and let's get started. So what exactly is the one? So let me share my perspective on it because I feel like it's completely okay to have like different ideas or definitions of the one. For me, I believe the one is someone you are meant to be with. Whether you believe in like God or the universe or something else, I feel like there is a more bigger picture in what is going on and that you two are kind of supposed to be together. I do believe that if someone believes in the one, they've likely spent multiple past lives with that person and they've probably just kept on deciding to continue spending each lifetime with that person if you are open to past lives. So essentially what happens is, when you've spent multiple lives together with a person, you know them from a soul level, and even if you come to this life and you forget everything, like, your mind does not remember who usually, I feel like, your mind will not usually remember your past life or that other person, but usually your soul will remember. And I feel like this can manifest as someone subconsciously looking or searching for that person, or kind of like comparing other people to that person, even though they may not like logically remember that person. It's like their soul does, and they're always searching subconsciously for that person, whether they register it or not. And sometimes this can show up as like someone seeming to have high standards in love or looking for someone specific, and it's not like any person will do, that kind of thing. I also see the one as like someone finding their soul's match, essentially, in life, whether they had a past life or not with that person. Like, it could be that in this lifetime, it's like their first time finding their person. And like, this is all speculation. I don't know if it's true because this is just like, because like no one knows whether the one is true or not. Like, it's not an absolute truth. But I do feel like the one can manifest in someone's life when they come to a point in life where they no longer are on the route of conditional love, or they're no longer searching for what the ego self wants in love, or like what society tells them they need in love, or what family tells them they need in love. Like, they finally have let go of that part and they've kind of shifted onto the path of finding unconditional love. I feel like that's when the one can pop up into their life. And this sort of happens when like it's no longer about yourself. In a way, like you kind of like leave it up to God or the universe, or you kind of spiritually let go. I feel like that's the shift that happens when someone opens up to letting the one into their life. And these are things I do not believe the one is, but essentially the one is not a perfect person. The one is not someone who will never trigger you. They're not someone who is like the richest, most beautiful or handsome person you've ever met, or they're not gonna be the most like ideal looking person in the world for you. Like, they are going to be human just like me and you, but I do believe the one is important to your soul and to your kind of like life or your life purpose. They will probably feel like home to you, and probably like a bunch of other different traits, though I think it just depends on every person. Do I believe everyone has the one? Well, idealistically, I would like to believe everyone has the one, but I know like realistically that's probably not the case. And the reason I feel this way is because not everyone is here to learn unconditional love. Like there are many people who, may not be interested in the concept of marriage or romance or finding their person. Like essentially love is not the big thing that they are trying to experience or learn about in this lifetime or in this world. Like they might be more focused on money, career, something like that. But essentially like I believe everybody believes what they believe for a reason. And I think if you believe in the one probably exists for you. And then if you don't believe in it, it could exist for you. Like it can. I think more logical people probably don't have that connection, but it is still there for them. Like they're more grounded. But I feel like if love isn't something you're interested in, it's probably, I don't know. I do believe like there's no absolutes in life. Like I do like astrology, and I think astrology you can tell a lot. Like someone can have like a really strong past life connection or a soulmate connection from their chart, but they have no interest in love is what it seems like. So it's interesting. So I wouldn't say like it's like an absolute, but generally I do believe like if someone is open to the concept of the one, then that the one probably exists for them. So next, let's go into why I believe in the one. Something I've experienced from my late teens to early 20s is like this belief that I had that the present moment holds your entire past and your entire future in it. For some reason, it doesn't really affect other aspects of my life that much, except for love. Like this is where like it really takes over my perspectives on love. But essentially, I believe that every action I take is very important when it comes to love. And thus I take love very seriously from an early age. I don't really explore that much in love, or I'm not really open to casual dating. And like it's a weird belief and I don't know if it's healthy or unhealthy, but it's just something I've kind of believed in from a young age. And I don't know why, but it's like something that has held on to me. I wouldn't suggest copying that because I don't even know if it's true myself, but that's just something I believed in. But yeah, essentially, the way this has manifested in my life is like I will have thoughts and feelings that I don't know why I have these thoughts and feelings about, but I assume like everything I do, think, and feel has something to do with like a past I don't remember or a future I don't know. And thus, I just keep that in the back of my mind. Like, I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but usually it reveals itself. And it's like part of like a puzzle piece that fits in. And I still don't know the whole picture because I haven't met the one yet. But, I'm still trying to figure it out. And I believe like everything I've done up until this point is probably something important in terms of love. My life has probably unraveled in this way for a reason, so I'm just gonna see why, I guess, in the future. And another reason I believe in the one is, as I mentioned before, like, as I've met more people, in a romantic sense, or like potential romantic sense, for some reason I've always been kind of quick to know when someone is not for me. And usually I thought like maybe I just have a good sense of things, maybe. But now that I think back on it, I do think that subconsciously I am maybe like looking for a specific person, and every person I've met is just not that person, and like I just don't feel it, you know? And it's kind of strange, like if you've met, I don't know how many people we meet, like hundreds, thousands of people, potentially, like in a romantic sense. Like if all those hundreds, thousands of people you meet throughout your life, like you don't feel much with, then yeah, it's probably because there is just one person for you, I would like to assume. Who knows though? But yeah, a pattern I tend to see is like I do attract kind of like specific people, and they are people like I mentally thought were like a safe option for me, or something I deserved, something I thought would be a good match for me. But as I've attracted kind of like those similar people, I've realized like, oh, I don't actually feel safe with those types of people, or it's just always felt off very quickly, or like something's missing. And I think the people we attract in life, especially when it comes to love, we attract for a reason. And usually it's just to reflect like a wound, a lesson, or otherwise. If they don't, they're probably the one, right? And the third reason I believe the one exists is I think like the one is the vessel in which we learn unconditional love. And I think there comes a point in some people's lives where you kind of learn to open yourself to unconditional love. Like maybe there comes a time frame where you learn like you can actually unconditionally love somebody, which is kind of like a strange concept, I guess, when you think about it from a human sense, because it doesn't seem safe, but it's easier than it seems. Should I say that? I don't really know. Is it that easy? It's simpler. It's simpler than it seems. But I believe the universe kind of sets that up as like a preview or like a training grounds for when you do meet the one, because the one is going to be the vessel in which you learn unconditional love for the rest of this life, or even like across multiple lives or across time. Who knows? But I do believe like not everyone goes through this. This like training, like opening up to unconditional love before the soulmate. I do believe you can still meet the one without like opening yourself up to like a small window. But I do believe, for some reason, I just associate the one with unconditional love. For some reason. I don't know why. Like, I have not actually met the one yet, so it's not like I'm an expert on the one because I do not know for sure. These are just thoughts that I've thought about, I guess. And you can see it as entertainment or just an interesting perspective that someone can have in life, I suppose. And there are times where I have thought about like maybe the one does not exist. And you know, like if that doesn't happen, then like, oops, you can disregard this video or something. But yeah, I do believe strongly in the one quite a bit. Like from a young age, like that's something I wanted to spend this life with the intention of finding the one, and if it doesn't happen, you know, at least I tried. Like, that is how much I really want to go on this journey. Like, it's a risk. It's a risk, because if I wait too long, you know, I might not have children or whatnot, but for me, like, love is the most important thing I want to experience in this life. And yeah, I'm okay to risk a bunch of things for that. Is my perspective on things. But yeah, these are just my thoughts, and I don't think everyone has to believe in the one or have to go searching for the one. Like, I hope that the one comes a lot more easier to you than it does for me. But yeah, so yeah, let me know in the comment section what you believe about the one, or if you don't believe in it, you can leave it in the comment section. And yeah, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. So take care. Bye.